What is going on, my little bunny babies? Welcome back to the vault. It's your boy MC Flash Pantidis. And my apologies for there being no uploads and no reviews in the last couple of weeks. I've just been insanely busy. I work in a cinema full time, and what with the school holidays having been last week, and just all these big kind of films just coming out pretty much every week since the end of January. It's been quite hectic, but I have managed to find the time to watch a film and review it, because I really did love this film, so I thought I want to review it, get it uploaded. And the film I will be reviewing today is Boiling Point. So let's just jump straight into it. This one opens with an introduction to Andy as he makes his way to his job as the head chef of a kitchen. I'm just going to grab myself some water just real quick, because I keep swallowing and that cannot be nice for you guys. So, hey, how you doing? You guys are good? Seen any good movies lately? There we go. And this video is now about 45 seconds longer because of that. Anyway, again, this one opens with an introduction to Andy as he makes his way to his job as the head chef of a kitchen. Really wonderful cast for this one. Stephen Graham plays Andy and honestly gives a tremendously emotional performance as a chef who's hit on some hard times. Graham is joined by the likes of Hannah Walters, Vanette Robinson, Ray Panthaki and Jason Fleming. There are also some newcomers who do pretty brilliantly also. Ayn Rose Daly, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Alice Feetham, Stephen McMillan, Gary Lamont, Laura Najufo and Alexandra Jordan, just to name a few. Everyone does a fantastic job in their respective parts, and I hope there's more work for all these new and rising young talents. I always enjoy seeing performances from Stephen Graham. He's one of my all-time favourite actors. He's just a phenomenal actor. Story for this one tells of a busy Friday night in a restaurant in London. It follows every staff member of the restaurant, from the cooks to the bar staff, all the way to the kitchen porters. This film is just phenomenal, honestly. The writing is phenomenal. The acting is phenomenal. And I think the reason for that is that it manages to introduce all these kind of key players, all these key actors, without it feeling bloated, and then tells a clear and concise story in a short and sweet 90 minutes. The narrative not only perfectly details the stresses of working in a kitchen during a busy period, but it also beautifully pins, and details just how stressful customer service and hospitality can be in general. As someone who has worked in both, this film, couldn't be any more painfully accurate. I mean, I only worked in the kitchen for a few months, but, it's busy. It is busy. It also wonderfully gives us insight, into each and every character, no matter how small. I mean, hell, with just a quick 5-minute scene, this film is able to flesh out a single kitchen porter, as he goes to buy some drugs, purchase some drugs. It does this throughout the whole film just so brilliantly, leaving the audience with a feeling that what they are watching could be happening in any restaurant, in any city in this country, anywhere in the world then and now. It just feels so raw and realistic, and this wouldn't be able to happen without the actors. They are so seamless in their portrayal of how chefs and front of house workers talk. It's always great to see performers work off of a strong script and story like this. Just truly fantastic. Philip Barantini directs this one. Probably not pronouncing that one correctly either. And it makes sense that someone who has worked in kitchens makes a film with this subject matter. What I wasn't expecting, however, was how beautifully shot and technical this film would be. Barantini gives us a one-shot masterpiece, so no cuts or edits. The technical skill involved is not only breathtaking, but super impressive also. The whole film flows so naturally and seamlessly that you don't even notice that, the one-shot method used after 5 minutes of going into the film or being in the film. Kudos to Barantini for giving us not only a greatly written film, but a beautifully made one also. It's mind-blowing that this is his first feature film. Just makes it all the more impressive, honestly, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for him. I really hope that, he makes more films, in the future, because I would love to see more from him. The only thing I learned from this, really, is that, I never in my right mind ever want to go back to working in the kitchen, not even as a porter, because it is literally the most stressful fucking job. There I have it, guys. There's my very quick review for Boiling Point. Let's jump to the two most important questions. Question number one: would I recommend this film? I'd 100% recommend this film. I think this film came out in 2021 whilst we were still in the middle of COVID and the pandemic. So this film will 100% definitely fly under the radar for a lot of people. But I would highly recommend this film. If you can find it on any streaming service, or, you can find it on demand to purchase, so I think it should be pretty cheap. I would guess. I would 100% recommend this film. Not only is the writing fantastic, the directing is fantastic. Just the being able to tell a story of so many nuances and subtleties in a quick 90 minutes was just incredible to me, and just very talented. Shows a lot of very talented people, in my opinion. So yes, definitely watch this film if you can. Question number 2, does this film belong in the vault? I guess my only issue with this was that there were a couple narrative avenues that were started down but never explored fully. It's a minor gripe though, and I guess you could say, because it's such a busy work environment that, things get lost, like a narrative gets lost in a busy work environment like that. But again, that's a very minor gripe. But as I said, 100% highly recommend this film. As I've said, the writing's fantastic, blah blah blah, everything's fantastic about this film. So for those reasons, as that little diamond star has gone off, followed by a by Stephen Graham. He's not a 1920s gangster, but I think he's from Liverpool, right? There we have it, guys. There's my review for Boiling Point. As always, if you've seen it and you loved it, please let me know what you loved down in the comments below. If you've seen it and you hated it, I'd be interested to know what you hated about it. And as always, guys, if you like what I'm doing here, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, your pets, your families, your friendly neighbourhood drug-addicted chefs. Until the next one. And there will be more reviews coming, obviously. I'm watching The Batman this evening, which I'm very excited about. So I'll try and upload a review for that over the weekend. But, until then, peace and love, my dudes.